Hello and welcome to round 10 of the National Premier League Women's here at Deakin Stadium. It's a rematch of the Federation Cup final from 2 weeks ago. It's Canberra Croatia hosting Belconnen United on an early afternoon kickoff here at Deakin Stadium. My name is Sam Watson, your commentator. And as I mentioned, a rematch of that game. The first opportunity for a big final this season, which was won by Belconnen United 1-0 thanks to an Annika Corrie 69th minute goal. In a game that they did deserve to win in the end. They were the dominant side against Canberra Croatia, and they have been the dominant side in the NPL women's this season so far, sitting top of the table, having played 9 and won all 9, scored 73 in their 9 games and conceded just 7. They are on 27 points, well clear of the chasing pack for finals. Canberra Croatia currently sit in 3rd position on the table, but they've played 2 less games than the likes of Belconnen, West Canberra, Gungahlin. They sit in 3rd, having won 5 of their 7. Lost just the once this season in the league, which was a narrow 4-3 defeat to Belconnen United in round 3. It was a game in which Belconnen went 2 ahead. Croatia pegged them back, came from behind, and took a 3-2 lead into half-time. It was a goalkeeping error in the end that cost them the game, but there'll be plenty of positives to take from that performance, having been the side to essentially push Belconnen the closest this season. If we're looking back to last season's head-to-head between the two, Belconnen, well, they went undefeated against Canberra Croatia. They won 5-2 in round 3, won the Federation Cup final last season. That was a 1-0 victory as well. They drew 2-2 in round 10 at McKellar Park before winning 2-1 in round 17. Croatia looked to have won that game, but Belconnen came back from a goal down, scored 2 quick-fire minutes, goals in additional time to win the game. And that was the last time these two met at this venue. So they'll be keen to get a bit of revenge for their home loss last season. The two sides yet to emerge at Deakin Stadium. Look through the most recent run of form, Belconnen United had a headline-grabbing 20-0 victory over Tuggeranong United in their last match. A massive win for them and a big plus to their already high goal difference. Seen plenty of their players in and amongst the top scorers and assisters of the league as well. Croatia had a week off with a bye. Their most recent game was that Federation Cup final defeat to Belconnen United, losing that one 1-0. Before that, they drew 3-3 with Gungahlin, beat Gungahlin 2-1 away from home, and beat Tuggeranong United in round 6. Belconnen, as I mentioned, have been perfect this season. Victories over Canberra Croatia in the cup final, the 20-0, as I mentioned, the 5-0 win against Olympic, a 6-1 victory over West Canberra Wanderers, and an 8-0 victory over Majura. It has been an absolutely dominant side that are heading the table and need another big performance against one of their closest competitors this season. Still waiting for the players to emerge. We will go through starting lineups now. Musialongo has named a 4-2-3-1 formation, just one change from their cup final success. In goal, number 1, Ellie Summers continues as a back 4. Number 13, Tiana Boots at left back. Number 2, Eliza J. Norris at right back. And it's a central defensive partnership of number 4, Hannah Burke, and number 3, Sophia Mercurios. In midfield, the sitting 2, number 5, Jamie Berkeley, partners number 8, Michaela Thornton, with number 16, Riley Ewan, making her debut for Canberra Croatia after being on the books of Belconnen United. This is her first appearance of the new season. On the left, number 11, Brittany Palombi, number 7, Ellie Raymond on the other side. And new signing, another one for Canberra Croatia through the middle, number 17, April Hill, will lead the line. On the bench, number 14, Megan Snell, number 15, Riley McQueenie, number 22, Saskia Newman, number 24, Letitia Babbage, and number 25, Angelina Babbage. So that is the team for Canberra Croatia. They've brought with them a few new signings. As I mentioned, Riley Ewan, who started the season not playing football, but she reappears in the NPL against Belconnen United. Team she scored 10 goals for in the 2024 campaign. And April Hill, an English striker, making her first appearance for the club. We'll go through Scott Collins' lineup for Belconnen United. A few changes from their 20-0 success against Tuggeranong in round 9. Number 1, Matilde Lorotai continues in goal. It's a back four of number 7, Steffi Legends at left back, number 4, Bronte Pike at right back, and the two central defenders, Eilish McDonough, number 2, and number 6, Maddie Steinecker. In midfield, the two holding midfielders, number 8, Anika Corrie, number 3, Lauren Preston, with number 21, Peltine through the middle. And it's a front through, number 11, Kira Bobbin, number 17, Alyssa DeCampley, number 28, Alina Roberts. On the bench, number 19, Alex Martins, number 25, Emily Tozer, number 35, Madison Sawkins, number 38, Talia Backhouse, and number 41, Claire Joseph. Just moments away from kickoff. Two really strong teams. It's arguably two of the best in Canberra at the moment. Belconnen United on the left in their sky blue jerseys. Croatia in their red. Which looks good for early afternoon kickoff. Slight breeze of wind, but otherwise really good conditions for this game. Almost ready to be underway. We are underway at Deakin Stadium, Canberra, Croatia, kicking from right to left to get us started. Belconnen on the ball early on. Corrie, one of their many high goal scorers from their game against Tuggeranong. And today, Lorotai with the ball in our arms. Steffi Legends on the ball. Kira Bobbin playing it through for Legends, who's in early. Raymond tracking her run. Legends back to Bobbin. Now plenty of space. She links up with Legends. And it comes to Bobbin. Skips clear of Norris, and the ball in is dropped by Ellie Summers. Corrie wants for DeCampley, who's away from one. Croatia survive in the end. Ewan with the back heel, can't find a teammate. Peltine on the ball. Player who scored 5 goals against Tuggeranong last week. Here's Anika Corrie, got 4. So goals all over this Belconnen team. Monty Pike, who's a defender, started last week at centre back, has got 5 goals this season. Anika Corrie with plenty of time and space. Finds Alina Roberts. Her low cross looking for Bobbin. Comfortable claim for Ellie Summers. The early momentum, as expected, goes the way of Belconnen United, who will be full of confidence, having scored 20 in one game. The ball is Raymond, trying to find Hill. There goes off McDonough. Jane Norris heading over to take this throw in for Canberra Croatia. Looking for Riley Ewan. Away by McDonough. Out of play by Eliza Jane Norris. Up in the air by Norris. Throw goes out for another Belconnen throw. Not quite the same start to the game that they made against Tuggeranong. They scored inside the opening minute of that contest. What a ball from Belconnen. Could they get on the scoreboard early here? Roberts with plenty of room, taking on Tiana Boots. Roberts gets the ball in low, way by Burke. Preston wins it ahead of Ewan, and Corrie stabs it towards goal. Took a bit of a bobble, but easy claim for Ellie Summers. Now it's for Mercurios. Looking long for Raymond. Finds April Hill. Shut down by McDonough. Hill got it back. Not a bad release. Looking for Raymond. Legends opting for the safety of the touchline. First involvement really for April Hill in Canberra Croatia colours. Player was playing college football in America. The English Riley Ewans had a go, claimed by Matilda Laurel-Tai. Always going to be favourite to win that one at her near post. Ball down the line from Pike, finds Alina Roberts. Bronte Pike, lovely turn from Anika Corrie, and has played it into DeCampley. Potentially was in an offside position. Summers will look long. Pike, the favourite to win that one. Well won by Maddie Steinecker. And Alina Roberts is away from Tiana Boots. And what a ball that is to find Kira Bobbin, who has a go and finishes. And Belconnen United lead 1-0. We've barely played 10 minutes. And they do lead inside just around 5 minutes. It's a deserved lead for Belconnen. That is how clinical they are. Their first real sight of goal. And it's a confident finish from Kira Bobbin, who goes clear of Tamara Cochrane, the outright Golden Boot leader at the moment, with 14 for the season. Boots' throw, find its way back to McDonough. Bit of a heavy touch picked up by Ewan. He's in strongly on Teen. Gives the foul away in the end on her former teammate. McDonough looking long, looking to release the pace of Bobbin, who's in behind again. And Summers did well. Out of play goes from Mercurios. And Kira Bobbin has started this game as she's been playing this whole season, tormenting that Croatia backline. Already has one goal, nearly had another. What a save from Summers as well, who came out quickly to close down the angle. It'll be a corner for Pearl Teen to swing in. It's in deep, headed away by Mercurios, helped on by Pike, and DeCampley's header is more up in the air than looking to find the back of the net. Mercurios, she'll look long for Hill, who's flick on, might find Berkeley. Steinecker looking for Preston, heavy touch from Ewan, who did well to win it back. Burke with a bit of a miss swing. Worked out well for Croatia in the end. Kyrgios with a bit of room to drive into. Thornton picked up by Peltine. He's found Alina Roberts, and her pass couldn't find Alyssa DeCampley. Great ball from Peltine. Great move. Should be in confident mood. Hasn't started too many games this season, but showed her quality in that game against Tuggeranong. 5 goals, all of them such high quality. Raymond trying to get away from 2 there. Legends won it back well. Hill is chasing her down. Steinecker looking for Pike. Boots puts it out for a throw. Pike finding Peltine. Nice touch from Pike. Cuts inside and crosses. But Mercurios got something on that, as did Ewan. Can't quite get it away. And Alina Roberts with the effort. Not a bad connection. Always going to be difficult to score from that angle. And another chance for Belconnen. Not as clear cut, but they have been the dominant side to start this contest. As I mentioned, Croatia will be confident that they can bring themselves back into the game as Bobbin is bombing forward. And Ika Corries had a go. Well defended by Mercurios. Gets it away to Ellie Raymond. Picked up by Eliza Jane Norris. And Burke's flick on has found Alina Roberts and trying to stab it towards goal. Got lucky in the end, Croatia. Ewan's done really well there. Good pass to find Brittany Palombi. And her ball couldn't find a teammate. Good involvement there from Riley Ewan, starting for Croatia. In the absence of Bella Barac, he's a really big absentee for Musi Ilongo's team. Mercurios wide to Norris. Berkeley did well in the end. Pass can't find Riley Ewan. Croatia defensive line sat pretty high. Norris with another opportunity to throw the ball in. Looking for Raymond. Legends very calm on the ball. Well won by Raymond. And a one by Norris again. Belconnen inching their way further and further into opposition territory. Legends. Riley Ewan turning away from Preston. Not a bad idea to thread it through for Raymond, but Elish McDonough gets there first. Coming together between Ewan and Preston. Looks a painful one. Preston is down. Free kick has gone the way of Belconnen United. McDonough will look long again. Last time she found Bobbin and they nearly made it too. Lovely first touch from Roberts. And Palombi got there first. Summers puts a boot through it with DeCampley coming in to close her down. Preston can't find Anika Corrie. Raymond back it goes to Norris. Curios charged down by Kira Bobbin. Great work rate from the winger, who, as I mentioned, is the outright Golden Boot leader at the moment with 14. Also the top assister in the league with 10. Back it goes to Maddie Steinecker. Looking for Alina Roberts, whose flick on wasn't a bad idea. Summers is coming out, but great work rate from Belconnen to keep her honest. Mercurios with space again to drive. Hill, who's dropped deep to pick up the ball, picked up by McDonough. Defender finding Alina Roberts. Questions asked from the Croatia bench. That was a foul. Thornton. And now McDonough's had a slip, and the shot is wide. A player who's certainly capable from that distance. The centre back in a bit of unnatural territory there, getting forward. In strongly on April Hill. He's dropping deep to win the ball, but McDonough following her run. Mercurios flicked on by Raymond. Croatia can't really get going from an attacking sense. Thornton wide to Hannah Burke. Looking for Ewan. It's a really good flick on from Riley Ewan. Thornton's making the run. Palombi's ball is a really good one. Thornton's first time cross is a cutback. Questions of handball. And Pike sends it away. Roberts gets lucky in the end, and she was looking to release Bobbin. But that's just a warning from Musi Longo's team. They are capable going forward. And it's no surprise it came from Brittany Palombi getting on the ball. Corrie looking to release Roberts. Heavy touch from Boots. Plenty of room for Corrie now to drive into. Legends getting forward. Legends telling Bobbin to go. Did well to hold onto the ball. What a pass that is for Corrie, for the Campley. Shot down by Boots. Croatia commit numbers forward at one end. Belconnen show their quality, go down the other, and force a corner. But a big opportunity for Croatia. Started with a lovely touch from Riley Ewan. Great ball from Brittany Palombi. Thornton's cut back. Difficult for Belconnen defensively. They've gone down the other end. They've won a corner. It's Pearlteen's delivery, looking for Bronte Pike. And the header's wide. Their key set piece threats Bronte Pike. Scored plenty of goals from those positions. Hill's flick on, can't find the run of Raymond. Back it goes from McDonough. Steinecker under pressure from Hill, who's running really hard for Croatia in that front line. Ball tie looks long, header one from Berkeley. Thornton back to Mercurios, looking to release Palombi. Picked up by Berkeley. Good swing from Steinecker. Hill for Raymond, surrounded by blue shirts. Thornton, and Legends in heavily, won the ball cleanly. Questions asked from the Croatia bench. Thornton has stayed down. It's a really big coming together. Getting back to her feet now. The Croatia showing a few more signs of life as the game's gone on. We've played just around 17 minutes. Remains Belconnen 1, Croatia 0. Thanks to that early Kira Bobbin goal. McDonough puts a boot through it. Header one from Mercurios, who sent a lot of the ball for Croatia. Had a play by Jamie Berkeley. Legends. Header flicked on and won by Raymond. Legends looking for Bobbin. Ball one from Raymond, who's in strongly. Belconnen sat so high, Croatia fairly deep. Bronte Pike, look at the room for Roberts. Time to measure the ball in, away by Berkeley. It's the pattern of the game so far, Belconnen with all the possession. Croatia looking to break. And they might do here, but Alice McDonough's so calm on the ball. How well she done there. And it sets up another move. Bronte Pike forward, Bobbin is free for Roberts in space again. Her ball across, finding DeCampley, who puts it over from close range. More difficult than it looks with the ball wobbling around in the area. But a big chance for Belconnen to go too clear. But you just saw how fine the margins are. Croatia have to get those passes right in the final third. If they don't, it opens the door for a Belconnen counter-attack. Lena Roberts has been left in acres of space at times in this contest. Alice McDonough getting forward again. Norris in strongly. Bobbin, lovely turn to take her away from her mark, and she's driving through this Croatia team. Works it over to Alina Roberts. Cuts inside. Not a bad idea to find DeCampley. Overdid it a little bit in the end. Corrie wins it back. And then Mercurios got a crucial tackle in on Anika Corrie. April Hill trying to send Raymond forward. Picked up by Maddie Steinecker. Legends wide for Bronte Pike. It's a really good ball to find Roberts. Run from Preston was a great one. Watched all the way by Riley Ewan. Preston can't find Corrie. Thornton in the right place at the right time, away from danger from Hannah Burke. Bobby kept it in. Given away by Preston. Bit of room for Berkeley, but Belconnen swarming. Croatia plays whenever they get the ball. Corrie's ball forward is kept in by Roberts, who's done really well and has won it back off boots. And the free kick goes against Roberts, unlucky. But Alina Roberts is giving Tiana Boots a bit of a nightmare down that right hand side. Hannah Burke will take the free kick. Burke, great pick out for Hill. Lovely first touch, but Preston did really well to win it back. Pike. It goes to Maddie Steinecker. Now Preston with plenty of room. Well run by Ellie Raymond. Back it goes to Summers. Burke with time to look up and find Ewan. Great first touch. Hill's ball was a good idea, and it will, in the end, find Ellie Raymond. The run continued from Riley Ewan. Tried to keep it in. McDonough confident that it would roll out for a goal kick, and it did. And a really great watch so far. Despite Belconnen's dominance, you can see a way back into this game for Croatia. Created a few nervy moments for Belconnen defensively. McDonough looking for Legends. Flicked on by Bobbin. Away by Mercurios. Flicked on by Hill, no one there to pick it up. Steinecker gets it away. Flicked on by Corrie. Boots finding Berkeley, heavy touch. And Belconnen played it there again. Berkeley gives away a free kick. They're the first to pick up all of those second balls. Belconnen. Pike has plenty of room to drive into on this right-hand side. Angling the ball in away from Thornton. Came off Burke. Would have been relieved that the ball came back to Thornton. Palombi's lost out to Pike. Away by Boots. Palombi's done well there. Lovely turn from Annika Corrie. Steinacker. Berkeley in strongly. Got just over 20 minutes left of this first period. Belconnen still lead 1-0. They've had plenty of chances to double their lead. Croatia defending well at times. Haven't caused them too many issues at the other end. They remain firmly in the game. All it needs is one chance. Hill almost tackling her own teammate there. The pass from Burke, putting Mercurios under pressure. Dealt with it well. Raymond picked up by Perlteen. Wide it goes for Preston. Mercurios sends it high, looking for Ewan, who flicks it on. Laurel Ty coming out of goal to claim it, and did really well in the end. Roberts turning inside, away from Ewan and Boots. Great move from Alina Roberts, and the first time ball from Kira Bobbin is on the money. And DeCampley's in on goal and away from Summers, and Bobbins put it over the bar. And a massive chance to make it two. Goes begging for Belconnen. It started with Alina Roberts. What a pick out from Bobbin. Now this is DeCampley, the reigning Golden Boot winner, couldn't put it in the back of the net. You feel a goal is coming for her. It was Kira Bobbin in the end who put it over. DeCampley, who made the opportunity, having received the pass. Ewan, run forward from Norris, shut down by Belconnen again. The goal scoring is an eye-catching part of their game. Their work rate, particularly in that midfield, it's been another real key to their success all over the field as well. The first to win those second balls, as I mentioned, and close down their opponents when they get the ball. Palombi's going for goal from distance. Worth a try given her ability. From that angle though, never won that. She's going to trouble until they Laurel Ty. A relatively comfortable start to life in the net for Belconnen, having been on the books of Gungahlin last season. McDonough on the end of a strong challenge. Her through ball found Legends. Thornton in strongly. DeCampley's done really well. Her cross in, not dealt with by Summers, and Alina Roberts is there to make it 2-0. The goal has been coming. And Roberts, who's been so influential at the start of this game, has her goal. And it's 2 for Belconnen. Made by Alyssa DeCampley. Showed great footwork. A really dangerous ball in. Shelley Summers couldn't deal with. And a really good finish from Alina Roberts. Lead 2-0 after 26 minutes. Corrie, pass found Pike in the end. Can't fault the work rate from Croatia, but Belconnen still look more dominant. Norris picks up the ball, but Bobbin quick to come and close her down. Ewan, ball won by Legends. Ewan wins the ball back. Did not give up on that one. Picked up by Bobbin. And it's another great pass from Kira Bobbin. Alina Roberts cutting it back, looking for Corrie, who heard the shout. Alina Roberts couldn't pick out Anika Corrie. That's another big chance for Belconnen. But every time Alina Roberts gets the ball, Belconnen look close to scoring. And it's a really scary front three for any defence in this league. Ewan, Raymond keeping Lauren Preston on her toes. The referee just pausing play for the moment with Tiana Boots down on the halfway line. Just calling physio on to have a look. Hopefully everything's all right for her. It's been a, as you probably would have expected, given the way Belconnen have played this season. They have been the dominant side in this first half. They rightly lead 2-0. They've had the bulk of opportunities. They've gone close on plenty of occasions. And they rightly lead 2-0. Given the quality and the confidence of their front line, they weren't going to miss too many. Canberra Croatia still in the game. They'll draw some inspiration from that round 3 game against Belconnen, where they were 2-0 down. They brought it back to 3-2. They're more than capable, given the experience of some of the players in that team. But as I mentioned, the absence of Bella Barach will be a big loss for them. Different sort of player to Riley Ewan in that number 10 position, the creative number 10. A few Croatia players having a chat in the centre circle. Plenty of the attackers trying to figure out how to break down Belconnen side that also have the best defence in the league. Not just their goal scoring. Belconnen cruising towards a victory at this point in the game. Looks like Riley McQueenie's warming up on that far side. Going to stay down for the moment. So will Croatia be forced into an early change? McQueenie's played a lot of her football on the wing this season. Good to see Tiana Boots getting back to her feet. We hope everything's okay for her. Might be okay to continue. Both sides having chats with their coaches in the technical area now. It's been a bit of a lengthy stoppage in the game. You can expect a few minutes added on when we get to the 45th minute. Need replacing Tiana Boots, making her way slowly off the field. Canberra Croatia, as I mentioned, had a bye last week. Their last meeting with the team was Belconnen in that Federation Cup final. I wonder how much that is playing into their performance today. They have been having a really good season, improved season, having finished 4th last season. 10 points off Gungahlin in 3rd, well clear of 5th place in the table, but by the standards they were setting in recent seasons, they'll be very happy with where the club is heading in 2025. Tiana Boots still slowly making her way off the field. And it looks like Riley McQueenie will come on for her. So disappointing end to the game for Tiana Boots. Had a bit of a tricky one up against Alina Roberts on that right-hand side. Really hope everything's okay for Tiana Boots. McQueenie. Nishum will come on. The left fullback position will have a really difficult task on her hands up against Alina Roberts, who seems to be well up for this game. We continue with Eliza Jane Norris. She's taking the throw. Get another go. We'll find Jamie Berkeley. Flicked on towards Palombi's swap sides with Riley Ewan appearing on the left-hand side at the moment. Ellie Raymond is taking up a more central position, so shuffling that front line a little bit. We'll see Longo. Bronte Pike now with the ball. Shut down by Riley Ewan. Long ball looking for Roberts. McQueenie almost found Berkeley. To Campley, Corrie, and Roberts almost got there ahead of McQueenie, who did read it well in the end. Bobbin looking to release Corrie. Out of play it goes off Eliza Jane Norris. Bobbin tussling for the ball with Norris, who did win out in the end. Bobbin gets the ball across away from Mercurios, and Corrie's shot took a deflection and it hits the side netting. It's a corner for Belconnen. Nika Corrie very capable from that range. Of course, scored the Federation Cup winner from long distance. Was threatening there to score again. She's been on a really good run of goal scoring, Anika Corrie. Scored in each of her team's last 3 matches. And it goes off teen. Away and out for a throw in, which Legends over to take. Well, just around 10 minutes left of the game. As I mentioned, we will have a few more minutes added on. Bobbin taking on Norris. Norris doing her best to keep up with Bobbin. Corrie looking for the pass up in the air by McQueenie. Away by Mercurios, who's had a really good game for Croatia. At the back has won a lot of important headers and got a foot to the ball a lot of times, given away by Preston. Ewan, and now Raymond in space. Hill making the run. Hill has been found. And Bronte Pike was there, but Ewan came in to close her down, away importantly by Steinecker. Berkeley finding Ewan, who cuts it back for Raymond, and Ailish McDonough with a crucial tackle in the end. The offside flag does go up. But a promising move from Croatia. Just those changes of positions maybe creating a bit of a different prospect for Belconnen defensively. Riley Ewan out wide, key creator of that opportunity. Now Bobbin up against Norris, looking for Peltine, picked up by Mercurios. Does well to intercept again. Well played by Berkeley. Ewan, Berkeley won back by Lena Roberts, doing her defensive duties. Ewan putting the pressure on Steinecker, and Ewan gets there ahead of Steinecker. Ewan accelerating into the area, wins a corner for her team. Well played by Riley Ewan, who seems to be thriving in that left wing position for the moment, having started as the number 10, the attacking midfielder. Brittany Palombi heading over to take this corner with the left foot. Always a dangerous deliverer of the ball. It's into a good area. Flicked on by a Belconnen player in the end, and Bobbin will try and run this one out. Picked up by Raymond though, whose cross is deep and nearly Kicked out the back of the net. Today Laurel Ty worried where that one would drop. Grateful that it landed the other side of the post. Important tackle won by Raymond though on Kira Bobbin, who was looking to accelerate away with the ball. Steinecker looking down the line. What a pass that is, if Pike can keep it in. Riley McQueenie, first half substitute, looking for Hill. Now Riley Ewan, picked up by Berkeley. Now Ewan, back for Raymond. McQueenie, looking for Hill. Throw one for Belconnen. Pike looking down the line, flicked on by Ewan, and again by Roberts. Ball was out for a throw the way of Belconnen. Pike will look to find Lisa DeCampley. Back it goes to Steinecker. Hill did enough. And the foul's committed by Steinecker in the end. Chance for Croatia to get numbers forward. Burke's looking early for Brittany Palombi. Wasn't a bad idea. Picked up by Thornton. Raymond. Mercurius. Won by Bobbin. Raymond. Bobbin, what a pass that is as well. Again, DeCampley in behind, cutting it back for Annika Corey. Important win by Burke. Out it comes for Peltine, who's away from one tackle. Alina Roberts is going for goal, trying to curl it. The offside flag is up in the end. Might have been up against Peltine, potentially. Showed great footwork to get away from her marker. Well defended by Croatia again, despite the offside flag going up. That centre-back partnership of Burke and Mercurius doing a good job so far. Bobbin for Legends. One back by Berkeley. Looking to release April Hill. Wasn't what she expected, but they win a throw. Got just under 5 minutes left of the first half. Remains Belconnen 2, Canberra Croatia 0. Nice. Find Thornton. And the ball is out off a Croatia player in the end. Not the result Kayla Thornton wanted. Legends looking early for Bobbin. Ball goes back the way of Croatia. Mercurius finding Ewan. The back heel looking for Hill. And again, Ailish McDonough alert. Roberts and McQueenie in strongly. Pike's throw directly into the back of Corey. Free kick goes the way of Belconnen.
Yep, we won the halfway. Yep. Come back, please. Come back.
Pike looking early for DeCampley. Header won by Burke. Away by Raymond. Pike will pick it up again. Back it goes to Maddie Steinecker. Important touch from Alina Roberts. Before it goes the way of Belconnen again. Corey did really well to find a pass through 3 players there around her. The cross in, finding Kira Bobbin. And the head is wide. What a move from Belconnen. Bobbin, not sure she made the connection she wanted to make. Turned her head away almost. But another chance late in the half. Queenie sees it away. Lombi got there ahead of Legends. Flicked on by Raymond. Steinacker gets the ball clear. Curios on the ball. Looking for Palombi. Can't keep the ball in. Now Legends. Down the line it goes. Header won by Norris. Palombi's kept it in, but I think the ball was out already. Throw goes back the way of Belconnen. Just under 2 minutes left of the game. It's been a good watch, but for the most part, Bobbin looking for Peltine, and Norris did really well to win that ball ahead of Peltine. He'll head over to take this corner. Just around a minute left of the regulation time in the first half. Peltine, it's a high ball looking for Ailish McDonough, away by McQueenie. It's looked really good coming off the bench. Bobbin, Raymond does really well. Wins it back off McQueenie. He's away from Raymond. Two Croatia plays in strongly on Bobbin. Throw. Ball goes out for a goal kick in the end. Both sides looking to play these goal kicks short. Kyrgios with the long ball, looking to release April Hill. It's been a bit of a peripheral figure on her debut for Croatia. Defended really well from Steinacker and Ailish McDonough in defence for Belconnen. Campley, Preston, McQueenie gets there ahead of Bobbin again. Raymond, Preston in strongly. Raymond did really well to hold on to the ball. Kyrgios driving away from DeCampley. Down the line, looking for Berkeley. Hobbling after that, coming together. Raymond faced by 3 or 4 Belconnen players. Couldn't find Riley Ewan. Burks got there first. Header won by Steinacker. Ewan cuts inside Corrie. It's a really well played move by Ewan. Now Berkeley, really important win by Legends. I wish I have numbers back. Belconnen have numbers forward. And Roberts couldn't find her teammate. We're into additional time at the end of the first half. I assume there'd be a few minutes given the stoppage in play. Tiana Boots went down. Up in the air by Raymond. Thornton looking for Palombi. Trying to release Hill. He's been working hard for Croatia, away by Laurel Ty. They have had moments in the attacking third, Croatia. Haven't been coming consistently. Haven't been particularly clear-cut chances. Belconnen have had the more clear-cut and the more frequent opportunities in their opponent's half. Croatia, a team with so much attacking talent. I'm sure that'll be a topic of conversation at half-time. Given the knowledge as well, they scored 3 against Belconnen in round 3. Down the line it goes. Teen trying to shepherd the ball out of play. Did really well in the end. Steinacker's clearance only found Riley Ewan. Back it goes from Ewan. Berkeley. His first time ball was a really good pick out for Palombi. He's gone over to this right hand side. Haven't seen too much of her so far in this game. Played a really good ball in for Croatia's clearest chance of the game early on. Game far from done at 2-0 though, given the quality of Croatia's team as well. Norris for Palombi. Thornton. Way by Roberts. Belconnen's turn to be camped in their own half. Great work rate from DeCampley. Closing down Mercurios. He's knocking it forward. And that is the halftime whistle. A dominant Belconnen United performance again this season. Rightfully sees them lead at halftime against Canberra Croatia in a rematch of that Federation Cup final from just 2 weeks ago. Got started early on in the game as Kira Bobbin opened the scoring early on. And then Alina Roberts made it 2 on 26 minutes, which means at halftime the score at Deakin Stadium is Belconnen United 2, Canberra Croatia 0.
I'm happy. Hang on. Obviously, let's just say the contents of the disc are picture itself. I've got order on 1080. DVDs like standard definition. However, like it's not the resolution that matters. It's the bit rate on this. Oh, it says 10. Basically, that's the just to get a phone.
Hello and welcome back to Deakin Stadium. We're almost ready to get underway for the second half of this game between Belconnen United and Canberra Croatia. Belconnen, the away side here, who lead at halftime 2-0. Will be full of confidence that they can go for another 45 minutes and guarantee another 3 points this season. Croatia will need to score 3 at least if they are to be the first team to beat Scott Conlon's team in 2025. They went close on a few occasions, but it was Belconnen who were the more dominant side in the game. They remain ahead. Heading into the second half, almost underway. So it's a complete standing over the ball. Doesn't look like either side has made any changes as we are for the second period. Nikki Corrie looking forward early. Picked up by Riley Ewan. Back by Belconnen. Coming back to win the ball. Wins it off Raymond, who's continued in that central position. Colombia's gone back to the left-hand side. Ended the game on the right. Riley Ewan's gone over to this right-hand side. McQueenie picks it up and drives forward. Looks for Brittany Palombi. Plenty of room to get the cross in on her left foot. Looking for April Hill. But Tilde Laurel Ty, alert to the ball, read the cross really well as well. Steinecker looking for DeCampley. It's a really good pick out. Alina Roberts cutting inside McQueenie, who does well to win the ball. Can't find Palombi. Wins it back again. Palombi up against Steinecker. Calmly done by Maddie Steinecker, just shipping it forward for Bronte Pike. As DeCampley stayed on side here, no one picked her up. Plenty of room for DeCampley, and the flag does go up. It's a really late one. She looked like she could have just escaped that back line. Always looked likely of being an offside call in the end. Free kick goes the way of Croatia. And Hannah Burke, who's standing over this one. For Mercurios. Drive into space. That's Riley Ewan. Plenty of time and space for Mercurios to keep on driving from centre back. Belconnen backing off. And what a ball from Mercurios, finding April Hill. And her first touch let her down in the end. Belconnen backing off and backing off. Mercurios kept advancing. What a pick out as well. What a pass from Mercurios. And Hill had to be a better touch there. Difficult scenario for her. Croatia win it back again. They made a really good start to the second half. Picked up by Teen, one back by Hannah Burke. Here's momentum starting to swing their way. Ewan cuts inside and drives forward. Been a really great debut for Canberra Croatia. Palombi gets the ball in early. Great hands from Laurel Ty. Extinguishes that Croatia pressure with a really confident claim. And a good throw as well, looking for Pike, picked up by Palombi. Croatia go again. Need to make the most of this wave of pressure. Palombi's cross charged down by Pike. Steinecker. Burke into the midfield. Thornton. Curious. Flicked on by Ewan. Norris getting forward. Forcing Legends to play it out for a throw. Much improved start to this second period for Musi Alongo's team. Norris, Ewan, Berkeley, Ewan. Lovely turn away from Legends, looking for Thornton. Won by Belconnen in the end. Raymond in strongly on Preston. Queenie gets there ahead of Roberts. Roberts did really well not to give up on that ball, as did McQueenie, who has the throw. Corrie. Her ball will test Eliza Jane Norris. It will find Kira Bobbin, who knocks it past Norris and is in on goal. And a really big save from Ellie Summers keeps her team in the game. Kira Bobbin, so difficult to contain. It's been that way for most of the game. She could have made it 3. Big save from Ellie Summers. You'd expect Kira Bobbin to find the back of the net given her quality. As I mentioned, top scorer in the league now with 14, top assister with 10, 24 goal contributions overall. Preston's done well to find Bobbin. The run continued from Lauren Preston. Thornton stuck with her all the way. Did well in the end. Finds Riley Ewan. Back it goes to Curios. And a one by Bobbin. Norris for Ewan. By Corey. And a flicked on by Hill, looking for Ewan. Going up for a Belconnen throw. Legends to take. By Bobbin. To an area where there was only red shirts. Croatia setting up a little bit higher. And what a pass that is. If Alina Roberts can get there, Summers has come out really well and claims the ball. Really great start to the second half from Ellie Summers as well. Had to get there before Roberts. Showed great pace to get in behind McQueenie. Two players were very quick. Curios can't find a teammate. Flicked on by Corey. I think might get there. Looking to flick it on for Teen. Thornton plays it out for a throw. Dealt with it effectively in the end. Kayla Thornton. Bobbin. Off it goes. Off Norris. They'll get another throw. Legends for Annika Corey. Does really well to cut inside, and Cross can't find her teammate. Croatia want to get going quickly. Pike has done so well to anticipate that one ahead of Brittany Palombi. Couldn't take the ball with her in her stride. And it goes for a Croatia throw. Steinacker charged down by Hill. He's done that really well. Doesn't mean too involved on the ball for Croatia, but has been troubling that Belconnen defence. Norris has done well up against Bobbin. It's been an eye-catching battle in this game so far. Bobbin has been the one to win out on most occasions, but Norris with a really good tackle. Legends. Little shot from Mercurios. Bobbin sliding to keep the ball in. Now Burke finding Palombi. Looking for Raymond, who's done so well to get there first. And Palombi's pass has found Berkeley, who's accelerating away from Legends and has gone down. The yellow card's out for Legends. Takes one for the team there. That was a really promising situation for Croatia. Ellie Raymond did so well to win that ball. Good release as well to find Berkeley. Accelerated away from Legends. But this won't be a great side for Belconnen, with Brittany Palombi standing over this ball. Has already scored a really good free kick this season. So capable from this distance as well. With the left foot. Can Brittany Palombi bring her team back into the game? It's Brittany Palombi, and it's just over the bar. It was dipping. Not a bad effort. Just dipped a little bit too late for her liking. Belconnen deal with that opportunity effectively in the end, but can't keep the ball in. Croatia have arguably had the better of the second half so far. It's been a good response from Musi Longo's team. McDonough looking to release Bobbin, and is a risk with Croatia setting up a little bit higher, given the pace of Bobbin and Roberts. Berkeley, calmly done by the midfielder. Now Burke, looking for McQueenie. Curry sees it back to Bronte Pike. Steinacker. And Thornton got there ahead of DeCampley. Thornton will get it back. Find Brittany Palombi. Berkeley. Steinacker. See it out for a goal kick. Really well defended in the end by Steinacker. Really calm. Alleviates that pressure for her team. Just over 10 minutes of this second half remains. 2-0 to Belconnen. Croatia sensing a goal potentially. Starting to win a lot more of those battles over the field. They've got to throw deep in Belconnen territory here. Lies at Jane Norris with the ball. Hill trying to flick it on. Made by Preston again. Norris will get another chance to throw the ball in again. Hill peeling off to the back post this time. Norris finding Ellie Raymond. Thornton trying to turn away from Teen. Stuck with her. Good idea from Thornton, but Norris couldn't get there in the end. Ball goes out for a goal kick for Belconnen. Bit of a change in personnel up front in their positioning. Hasn't worked for Canberra Croatia. Good call from Mr. Longo. Raymond dropping into that more central position and Ewan going out wide. Raymond's had a really good game, as has Ewan in the first Canberra Croatia game 2025. Ball hit Liza J. Norris in the face. Berkeley, what a ball that is to find Brittany Palombi to take on Pike. She's cut inside Pike and Palombi's gone for goal. Steinacker in the way. Well defended by Bronte Pike, knowing Palombi would take that on her left, forcing her onto her right foot. Less favoured right foot. Ball is out for a corner though. Steinacker getting a good block in. Palombi heading over to swing this one in. Plenty of numbers forward for Croatia, just two back. As Palombi swings this one in. Mercurios flicked it on. No one there. The back post to pick it up. Bobbin look to accelerate away and play it through. What a pass that is to find Pearl Teen. And Teen's pass is so well placed. DeCampley. And now Anika Corrie in on goal. Saved by Ellie Summers. Another big save from Croatia's goalkeeper to keep them in the game. Great work from Peltine, first of all, to get away from Riley McQueenie. How about the composure of DeCampley as well, to roll it across for Anika Corrie. And you would have expected the net to bulge. Back heel from Roberts, looking for Pike. Back it comes to Maddie Steinacker. Pike will walk over to take this throw. I think It's a foul throw on Pike in the end. Croatia get the throw. Look to go quickly. Flicked on by Raymond. Picked up by English McDonough. Her through ball is a really good one. Summers there yet again though for Croatia. She looks short for Hannah Burke. Burke gives it away though. Picked up by Roberts. He's flicking it through, looking for DeCampley. Picked up by Pike. McQueenie. Steinacker. Roberts. McQueenie looking back for Summers. Still got plenty of time, Canberra Croatia, but have to make the most of the opportunities they will get, because Belconnen's quality in front of goal as well means that there might just be another goal in there for Belconnen too. Berkeley angling the ball in. It's a really good one away by Roberts. McDonough can only find Eliza Jane Norris. Ewan. Berkeley, great release. Norris with a bit of room, but Bobbin is coming in to charge her down. Throw goes the way of Belconnen United in the end. Changes potentially coming for Belconnen. Haven't seen a change from them so far in the game, just the one overall. And ball on Corrie there. Croatia have a free kick in a promising situation here. Brittany Palombi again. Stand over this one. Similar sort of position to her most recent one. Again, you'd fancy a shot on goal from here. Her last one was close. Can she bring them back into the game? Palombi's gone for the cross this time and has found April Hill. Comes out for Eliza Jane Norris, who rolls it across for Raymond. And away from Pike. Palombi went for the cross this time. Plenty of time for Corrie, and knocks it forward. Testing Hannah Burke. Plays it back to Summers. Now plenty of room for Bobbin. Asking a lot of legends to get there. Norris did that well. Belconnen keeping the ball well. Bobbin, good full work. Finding Norris. Referee says handball. Free kick at the other end now for the away side Belconnen. More chance for them to potentially kill off the game, you feel, as though a third would do it for Scott Conlon's team. Haven't been as many clear-cut ones in this second half. Croatia have been more of a threat down the other end. The Pearl team standing over this one. Numbers in the middle. Huntley looking at the back post. Pike's in the mix as well. Team's looking for Pike. Comes out to Alyssa DeCampley. He finds Alina Roberts. Cutting it back for Ailish. McDonough's had a go. And Ellie Summers behind that one. Look to play out quickly. Berkeley looking for Palombi. Looks it high in the air for April Hill. Really important flick on by Hill. Belconnen getting numbers back so quickly. Thornton crossing it. Questions asked of a handball there. Norris was making the overlapping run. Thornton up to play it into the area. And now Belconnen of numbers. They'll test the pace of that Croatian defence, who look after the threat of DeCampley effectively. Got 25 minutes left of the game. Plenty of time for 2 goals for Croatia. The way the ending of this match is shaping up, it's a really entertaining prospect. Hill in strongly, did well to win it back. Changes coming for Belconnen. Now the play goes off McQueenie. Will have the chance for those changes to go through. Talia Backhouse and Alex Martins coming on. Lauren Preston and Alyssa DeCampley heading off. DeCampley created the second goal for Belconnen. Really great individual effort to open that opportunity for Alina Roberts. And on comes Alex Martins and Talia Backhouse. Speaks volumes of the quality of Scott Conlon's team, that players of that quality can't get into the starting lineup. Alex Martins, 3 goals, 5 assists this season. Talia Backhouse on her return to Belconnen against Tuggeranong last week. Picked up 2 goals and 2 assists in 45 minutes. It's the player who scored the 20th as well for Belconnen. Corrie testing Roberts, away by Mercurius. Up in the air by McQueenie. Hill. Done well there. Ewan's first time ball. Won't find Berkeley. McDonough shielding off Berkeley. Won't find a teammate. Picked up by Raymond. The pass was a good one. Wary defending by Belconnen. It's a really end-to-end finale to this game. Burke with Martins. Back it goes to Ewan. Cutting inside Pike, who defended that really well. Steinacker looking for Martins. Up in the air by Roberts. And again by Peltine. Thornton. Mercurius. Now Burke. Can Croatia get a goal in these final moments of the game? About to enter the final 20. Need to find the back of the net soon, you feel, if they are to mount a comeback. Backhouse losing out. Raymond picks up the ball looking for Palombi. Norris was in plenty of space on this right hand side. Burke in strongly. One back by Croatia again. They've been up for this second half. Palombi, ball has stayed in. Out by Steinacker. Talia Backhouse has replaced Lauren Preston in that midfield. Martins has replaced DeCampley as the central number 9. Centre forward for Belconnen. McQueenie. Hill looking to flick it on. Away by Legends. Burke and Martins. In a bit of a tussling match. Won by Norris. Palombi looking to find Hill, picked up by McDonough, who can drive forward. The run being made by Alina Roberts. Bobbin. Legends getting forward in plenty of room. Calmly done by Bobbin to release Legends. Coming back to Kira Bobbin, who let it run for Talia Backhouse, who's put it wide. Summers has the ball under her arm at the goal kick for Croatia. They've had a bit more success getting the ball down the other end in the second half. Foul committed by Backhouse on Raymond.
Halfway, please. Yep. Come back.
Berkeley sending over this deep free kick for Croatia. Looking long, picked up by McDonough. Raymond helping it over, looking for Riley Ewan away by Bronte Pike. It's been a much more even second half. Corey, faced by plenty of red shirts, cutting inside. Can't find a teammate. Picked up by Peltine. Away by Mercurius again. Bit of a Belconnen wave of pressure now as the ball returns their way. Pike for Backhouse. Steinecker calmly done to turn away from April Hill. Has not stopped running up front for Croatia. Teen, Corey, not on the same wavelength as Bob in there. Not a bad idea from the midfielder. Up it goes towards Palombi. Berkeley's flick on will find Palombi. So well done there. Can't find the pass to release Hill. Look how many numbers are back for Belconnen. A few forward as well with Kira Bobbin. Looking to release Martins again. Not on the same wavelength. Legends. Croatia happy to let her drive forward. And again, another misplaced pass. Haven't looked themselves at times in this second half. Croatia, can they make the most of this period of the game? Hill, Donna in strongly. Free kick goes the way of Croatia again.
At the halfway.
Again, they'll look to get the ball forward. Croatia played 2 less games than Belconnen this season. Belconnen played 9, Croatia 7.
Yeah, over there.
If they win those 2 games in hand, take them up to 22 points. A win here would put them just 2 behind Belconnen. Despite it being round 10 with plenty of rounds yet to go, win here, you feel is necessary if they do want to mount a title challenge. Burke looking for Hill. Flick on, finds the goalkeeper. Hill's won plenty of those flick ons so far. One back by Croatia. Berkeley looking for Palombi. Not opting for the easy pass, Croatia at times. And Hill's gone down with a head injury. Ewan loses possession. Looked to be a clash of heads, potentially. Not a nice one at all for Croatia's new striker. Looks to be okay though, April Hill. Had a really good first involvement for Croatia. Things haven't always been going their way from an attacking sense, but Hill hasn't stopped running. He's had limited opportunities, had that one big one, actually miscontrolled that pass. Difficult one to take. Looks to be okay. April Hill heading over to the sideline. Going to see some changes for Belconnen as well. Kira Bobbin replaced by Maddie Sawkins. Looks to be the one change. So Sawkins will Plays Bobbin on this left-hand side. He's played mostly fullback for Belconnen this season. Deployed in a higher role to end this game. As we enter the final 15 minutes. Belconnen still in relative comfort with their 2-0 scoreline. Things haven't always been going their way in the second period though. Apple Hill has rejoined the match on the field. Martins. Raymond again winning the ball back. Corey gets the final involvement though. Throw goes out for Belconnen. Down the line from Pike. Away by Burke. Corey. Again, Croatia get bodies in the way. Roberts. Can't find Martins. Plenty of misplaced passes in recent times for Belconnen. In the final third particularly. Pike flicked on by Roberts. Away by Raymond. Curious. Lovely first touch by Palombi. The give and go with Berkeley sets her away. McDonough gets there first and wins a throw for her team. Another top quality performance from Ailish McDonough at the back for Belconnen. Beltine potentially with a bit of cramp in the centre circle. Referee waiting to be all clear for the throw. Sawkins picks up. Beltane's still down, stretched out in that centre circle by Martins. Only by Burke. A numerical advantage at the moment. Norris is making the run. And watched by McDonough. Out it goes for a corner. Beltine still making her way back into Belconnen's half. It's going to be a change. You expect Teen to be replaced. Emily Tozer is on the bench. Looks ready to come on as Palombi sends in this corner. Header won by Riley Ewan. And it goes for a goal kick. Look dangerous on those set pieces. Haven't been able to make the most of them. Now going to see that change for Belconnen United. Emily Tozer to replace Beltine, who's still hobbling. To enter the final 10 minutes of this game. Remains Belconnen 2, Croatia 0. No goals in this second period. Belconnen dominant in the first half. Croatia have been much improved in this second period. They remain the team that have pushed them the closest this season still, you feel. Of course, Canberra Olympic gave them a bit of a scare in that Federation Cup semi-final. Otherwise, they've been pretty comfortable winners in most of their games. Berkeley's had a go. Bit of a snapshot for her. Had to take it early. Oh, Ty sees it go comfortably wide of the post. A touch from Backhouse, picked up by McDonough. Wide it goes to Corey. Emily Tozer is on the field and wins a throw for her team. Alex Martins looks to have dropped a bit deeper. Tozer going over to the right-hand side. And Lena Roberts through the middle. Steinecker puts a boot through it, looking for Sawkins. Now Talia Backhouse looking to release Roberts. Bit of a makeshift front line for Belconnen. now. Backhouse. Square it goes to Legends. Sawkins peeling off on this left-hand side. Sawkins having a go from distance. Comfortable claim for Ellie Summers. We have entered the final 10 now. Plus additional time, of course. Header won by Legends. And again, made by Mercurius. Comes out for a Belconnen throw. Sawkins off the head of Norris. Over to Burke. Picked up by Bronte Pike. Out it goes for a Croatia throw. They need to go quickly. McQueenie with urgency. Picks up the ball and looks long. Steinecker will see it away. Picked up by Martins. Lovely first touch. And a second look to release Tozer. Picked up by Raymond. He's been one of Croatia's best players today from a more central position. And at the centre of everything good they've done going forward. And particularly off the ball as well. Trying to win back possession. Berkeley, nice first touch from Norris. Backhouse coming to close her down. Bobbit. Palombi. Berkeley looking for Hill. Thornton testing Pike, who wins the header. Tozer back for Corrie. Looking to release Sawkins. Picked up by Mercurius. Norris, good football from Croatia. And McDonough there again. What a game she's had. Again for her team. Getting there. Ahead of Norris. Ewan. And Norris with the early ball in. Pike didn't quite get it away. It does eventually. Now Tozer. McQueenie got there first. And McQueenie's away from two and has played it in looking for Raymond. Great involvement from the fullback, who's won it back again. Tozer wins it back herself though. Sawkins is free on this left. If they can find her, they've gone for Alina Roberts instead, who drives straight through the middle. It's taken down by Hannah Burke. And that's going to be a red card for Croatia's number 4. And that, you feel, might just be the game for Belconnen. Alina Roberts clean through on goal. Taken out by Hannah Burke. And with just around 7 minutes left of the game, Canberra Croatia down to 10 players. And Belconnen, who were already relatively comfortable, should be able to see this one out for another victory this season. A 10th from 10. Alex Martins will stand over this one. Can they rub further salt into the wounds of Croatia? It's going to be Alex Martins, hits the wall. She's looking to pass it to Sawkins, away by McQueenie. Raymond, Hill. Played some nice football at times under pressure, Croatia. Berkeley back to McQueenie. Palombi looking for the run of Berkeley, away by Steinecker. Croatia still believe, still trying to get the ball forward with urgency. Pike picks it up and can drive forward. Alina Roberts making the run again. Curious defends really well. Away by Summers. Looking for Hill, who flicks it on. Palombi in plenty of room on this left-hand side, picked up by Steinecker. This does well. Tozer. Nice involvement of initially couldn't find a teammate with the pass. Into the final 5 minutes of the game, essentially. Berkeley finds Ewan, but McDonough again gets there first. Up and away looking for Tozer. Can see a change, a late change for Croatia. April Hill comes off. It's made her first appearance for Canberra Croatia. Will be replaced by Angelina Babic. Move over to this right wing. Riley Ewan remains the central forward for Croatia. Forward by Raymond. Babic putting pressure on Legends. Lovely first touch by Sawkins. Cross is looking for Elena Roberts, still full of running. Summers back for McQueenie. 4 minutes left of the game, plus additional time. Pike away from McQueenie. Another player for Belconnen defensively who's been so strong and holds onto the ball in the corner and has still kept it in. Bronte Pike in by Corrie, looking for Alina Roberts. What a goal that would have been. The footwork from Pike in the corner, so impressive. Plenty of players around her, managed to keep it in for a while. Cross from Corrie and Roberts. Didn't make the same good connection she made with her goal. Now Ewan, Babic with a bit of room. Raymond's making the run. Steinecker read the pass well. Babic, handball against Legends. Free kick goes the way of Croatia. Palombi heading over to take this one. 3 minutes left. If they're going to mount a comeback, this one has to go into the back of the net. Croatia, one player short, 2-0 down. Can they get a goal back? Palombi's had 2 efforts from this same position. Brittany Palombi's gone for goal this time. Palombi held by Matilda Lolotai. Comfortable claim for her in the end. Looks to get it away, won by McQueenie. In strongly as Tozer. Free kick goes the way of Croatia. The chance for them to knock the ball long. Palombi sprinting over to take this one again. Played it short. Mercurios looking forward. They've kind of dealt with those long balls all game long, really. Roberts' touch is heavy. Into the final 2 minutes of the contest. Remains 2-0 to Belconnen. It does well. Palombi wins back possession. Back heel to find Ewan. Good football from Croatia. Heavy touch by Raymond. Won by Legends. Another good performer for them defensively. Does it as well to win the throw off McQueenie. It's just a case of, can Croatia grab a consolation goal? No time, you feel, for a comeback. They can take plenty of positives from their performance today. In this second half particularly, they pushed Belconnen all the way. Made it really difficult for them. Just like that clinical edge going forward. And the creation of significant opportunities, clear-cut ones. Definitely missing the creative quality of Bella Baric as well in that final third. Palombi goes out for a throw. Croatia, to their credit, going right to the final whistle. Raymond, McQueenie. The pass finds Roberts. Corey's making the run forward.
Drop, Sophia, drop.
And Mercurios did so well to anticipate the pass and win it back. McQueenie back to Mercurios. Backhouse. Corey. He's done really well there. Good interception by Babbage. Roberts. Corey. Won by McQueenie. Gets the ball away. Now Palombi is in front of Pike. Belconnen flooding back with numbers. And Palombi's cross is dropped by the goalkeeper, and it's in by Riley Ewan, who scores against a Roll Club in her first game of 2025. Belconnen might have won the game, and it's a deserved goal for Croatia. Had such a good second half, and it just had to be Riley Ewan to score against her former club. Open her account for the club as well. Croatia all of a sudden invented additional time. Forward by Backhouse.
Oh, Croatia, push up, Croatia.
Croatia took that
Push up.
restart. Just a bit of confusion about that one, but Belconnen come forward with Sawkins. Offside flag is up against her. Didn't expect there to be too many minutes of additional time, but it remains 2-1.
Croatia, come on.
Can they do it in the final moments of this game? Mercurios. Look long. Picked up by Backhouse. Raymond still full of running. Mercurios up into the air. Header won by Alina Roberts. Summers.
Come on, Croatia, push up.
Knocking it long. Looking for Palombi. Header won by Pike. Can they get it forward? And that is the full-time whistle, despite a late comeback from Croatia. Belconnen United hold on for another 3 points. That's 10 wins from 10 games in the league this season. Can anyone stop them? Game got started early on with a 5th minute goal from Kira Bobbin and a 27th minute strike from Alina Roberts. Put them 2-0 clear. And then late in this game, after a much improved second half, Riley Ewan struck against her old side. But it was too little too late, with Hannah Burke having received her marching orders after being the final defender and pulling down her marker late in the contest, which means full time here at Deakin Stadium is Belconnen United 2, Canberra Croatia 1.